Hey, it's Cheryl from Home Am I Making. I wanted to come on and show you some crafts that I did with my fabric paper that I made this morning. So if you watched my previous video, you've seen that I made this fabric paper out of a muslin, muslin backdrop with some tissue paper on it. So I'm going to show you what I do with something like this. So I made this one today, and you could feel it. It's hard, so that means it's dry. And then I made this one later on in the afternoon. It's not quite dry yet, but you gotta let it sit and dry, and then you can do something with it. So if you're wondering how I make this, the video prior to this is the video that shows you how to make the fabric paper. So let me get you on, and as you hop on, let me know you're here, and I'll show you a quick craft I do with this. This could be used for a lot of things. Once you have the paper made like this, you can cut it into any shape and do whatever you want with it. But I'm going to show you a quick little thing that I did with it today after it dried. So as you come on, let me know you're here. So the first thing I did is I went online and I, hi Karen, hi Trace. Trace, how are you? I have to start our music again. So the first thing I did is went online and printed out a template for like mugs and cups. And usually what I do, I make a like a harder template by just putting this on a piece of the manila folder and pressing hard and outlining the design. Then what happens is you'll get a indent in here, and then you cut it out, and then you end up with something like this. So this is where I'm at. Then what I'm gonna do is, hi Stacy, how are you? Tarita, did you watch the, you watched it this afternoon. So here it is all dry and stiff. This was one of the ones I made. Hi Dawn, how are you? This is the one that I made when I was on the live. See, it's not quite dry yet, so it's pretty flimsy, so I can't cut that one. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take these templates for the teacups or coffee cups, depending on what you drink, and I'm going to put it on here and outline it. So once you have this type of fabric paper made, anything that you need, you know, a piece of paper or a backdrop for, you can use this. But I'm going to make something with it right now. Like if you look behind me, that garland that I made with the egg-shaped fabric, I could have cut this out in an egg and then stuck the different mediums on it and made an egg shape. So this is just going to be used for various things. I just wanted to show you on the last video how to make it. So what I'm going to do is trace the cup out, and then I'm going to cut it out. So you could do this with any shape. I just happen to do it with a teacup and a coffee cup. So what I want to do is, now I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. So once this Mod Podge dried, it is kind of stiff, but you could still use a regular scissor to cut it out. As you see, it's not even flapping or anything. It's got quite a few layers of that Mod Podge on there. So it's kind of stiff. And then it has the muslin backing or whatever backing you would use. Somebody was asking me if you could use a painter's drop cloth, and you could absolutely use a painter's drop cloth as the base of this. So if you're interested in knowing how I made this paper, there's a video in the tutorial section that shows you how I did it. So what I'm doing is I'm going to cut this cup out. And then because I have that little handle in here, I can't get my scissor in there, so I'm going to use like a knife and cut the little inside of the cup where you put your fingers through to hold the cup. So again, this is just an inspiration piece. You can do any shape you want. You'll see what I'm doing when I get done. But this is one way that you could use that fabric. But once you have it made, you'll find different uses for it. It was a fun process, a little messy, but fun. And there's endless possibilities when you use different tissue paper. So for those of you that didn't see the tutorial, I took a piece of white muslin and then Mod Podged all different types of tissue paper to get this effect. So I had another one with all different colors, and that's the other one. So here's what I'm doing. So I got the little teacup shape out, cut out. I'm just trying to finish off the inside of the cup holder. So there you go. So there's a little teacup. So what I'm gonna do is I'm also gonna cut out a little square. I'm trying to figure out where I want it. A little square piece of this fabric too that I need for the project. Again, I'm eyeballing it. I didn't even trace it out. Got a little square. I am gonna cut these corners off to make it look like that. So here's what I'm gonna do. Take a hole punch and I'm gonna put one hole here. This is a really, really small hole punch. If you could see it, see that little hole right there? If you have a bigger hole punch or a hole punch that has a design in it, you could use that and that would be fine too. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a piece of twine. Let me move this out of here. And sometimes, depending on what part of this twine I use, I have to make the hole bigger because sometimes the twine is too thick. Yeah, so you have to make it bigger. So I happen to have a little skewer to make the hole bigger. I need to get the piece of twine through there like that. And then I'm gonna make a knot in the back of that. And I want to tell you what the project is until I'm finished with him. So I'm going to knot that twice, and then I'm going to cut it. Then I'm going to take about that much, and I'm going to put it through the front. I might have to make this hole bigger too because it's a really, really tiny hole. As you're hopping on, let me know you're on here. Give me some hearts, some thumbs up. If you haven't already, go ahead and please like and follow my page. Just go up to that little thumbs up and hit it. And if you feel that you know somebody that would like this on your page, go ahead and sprinkle it. Okay, so now I'm going to tie a knot in here. So again, you could use this cloth fabric for anything that you want to embellish extra stuff with. So here, what I made is a bookmark. So I'll show you what I did. I made a couple of them. So I have a little teacup, and I embellished it a little, and then this would be the thing that hangs out of the book. So this is pretty hard. So this would stick in the book, and then this would hang out. So I did a little bit embellishments on there, and a little bit embellishments on, so that's like kind of like representing a tea bag maybe. Hi Patty, how are you? So there you go, it's like a little bookmark. I think these would make a real cute gift for Mother's Day for kids to make, or even for us to make them. So here's another one I did, and I put a little embellishment on it, and this I put a little heart. So basically what I just made was a bookmark. What do you think? You think that's cute? So again, the backing's already finished, so you don't even have to do anything because that's the muslin that we laid the tissue paper on. And then, Tarita, you like that? This is just an idea. I mean, you could do whatever you want with the paper, but you'll find once you make the paper, there'll be a lot of stuff you can make or add it to or do it for some like collage work. But once you have, hey Kim, once you have it made, you can do something quick like this. So this one is a little cup and it's got the little heart. And like I said, this is the other one. And then that's got a little like tea bag thing on it. So I'm going to embellish this one a little bit. So this is what I have. And then I'm going to take, I had this little flower that I'm going to put on there. So I didn't want to make anything really thick on this because this is the side that would go in a book, like if you're going to use it as a bookmark. So it looks like a little teacup with a little tea bag and then a little embellishment. Yes, see, you could use that for an invitation to a tea party. And of course, if you didn't cut out teacups or anything, think of what you could do with this paper. I mean, it's really fun to make, first of all. And since it's got a finished back, there's a lot you could do with this. If you scrapbook, this is fabulous. If you do like layered flowers or anything, which I've done before, and I've put like muslin and fabric and, you know, some of the faux galvanized steel, this would just be another medium that you would add to it. But once you have a sheet like this made, you're good to go. And then you'll find things to use with it. So this was just a little idea that I thought would be cute. So it's just a little bookmark. And then I just embellished it. These embellishments are pretty thin, if you could see. So it's not really going to interfere with the when you put this in the book and then this hangs out. So I did this one with this little embellishment on the end. And then again, this one. These were actually from the Dollar Tree too. They're little stickers. Can you see that? Little butterfly stickers. And then I just made a heart at the end of that one. Again, if you don't even want to, you could use cardstock on this part and then not on this part, or you could actually downsize this whole entire outline and build it up with different cardstock and fabric or whatever. But there's so many possibilities to do with this fabric cloth. And then this is the one I just did. So I just added that little embellishment. So there you do. You have 3 different little bookmarks you can make. Again, you can download or even print out on your computer some shape. I did cups. Trace, it was worth the wait, was it? You know, I just loved making the paper. It was so much fun. I'm still waiting for this one to dry because it's, you see how I could bend it? I could tell you it's not dry. The one that is already dry, it gets stiff. Can you hear that? So it's really fun to make. And then you could find uses for it. So here was just a little quick bookmark made with a little teacup. Or if you're a coffee drinker, there's a mug. So think of the endless possibilities with this fabric. So there you go. Glad it was worth the wait, Trace. Yes, magnet with kids' picture for Grandma, for Mom's Day. Hey, Joni. Thank you, Dawn, for sprinkling. Yeah, you can go crazy with the ideas. So for those of you that don't know, I opened a private group called Creating with Cheryl, CHERYL, and it's another page. If you want to go over there and join, that would be great. This way, if you make something out of this fabric and you want to show me, that's a place you can showcase it, and that's where we can brainstorm and come up with a million different ideas. Yeah, so once you have this paper made, fabric paper made, there's so much you can do with it. And think of all the endless possibilities. This was just 2 different types of tissue paper that I had, but there's so many tissue papers out there, and it's just fun to make. And like I say, if you already have it cut out, it makes a craft like this very, very, very easy to accomplish. So there you go. I thought I'd come on again and just show you how I would use that. So thank you for joining me again. I am looking forward to doing this. Let me put my glasses on because I can't see. Tarita, you have that exact tissue paper. Do you have the pink one, or do you have the teal one? Teal set. I know that is from the dollar store. So you figure, what would this cost to make? First of all, I didn't use the whole pack of Dollar Tree tissue paper. Muslin or whatever fabric you use, Mod Podge, you know, you're not using a lot. And then just make something like this. I think it looks really cute. And again, the back is finished, so you really don't have to do anything with the back because the material shows on the back. So there you go. I think that's a cute little, I think even if you just sent out a card to somebody and stuck this in there, that would be a cute little gift too, or a little something. So there you go, guys. I know my mind, you tell me about it, Trace. My mind is going crazy with ideas. My purpose was to show you how to do it, but I'm sure if I even have another day to think about it, I'll come up with a million other things to do. But I wanted to show you how you could cut it out and then utilize it in some way. But there are so many ways that you could use it. So there you go. So if you're just joining, go back and watch replay. If you are catching this in replay, hit hashtag replay, and I would appreciate it if you can sprinkle this video. And I will be seeing you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is the giveaway for the banner. Let me show you. Tomorrow I will be giving away one of these. I got this one or the teal one that I made. So if you hop on to my Wednesday tutorial for that bunny picture right there, and you spread that video from that tutorial and tell me you spread it, you will be entered into the giveaway for a choice of this one or the blue version of that banner. So I'd appreciate it if you do that, and I will be doing the drawing tomorrow. So thank you guys for joining me for 2 times today. 2 times and then 3 tries the other time that didn't work because my Wi-Fi was all wonky, or just everything's wonky. But there you go. 3 little ideas, which even if you don't use that fabric paper for these, just think of these with cardstock or cardboard with cardstock on them. They'll all come out cute no matter what you use. Just use what we have right now, but this was just an inspiration piece. So thank you for watching, and please sprinkle this video and like and follow my page if you haven't. If you want to get notified when I go live, there's a little notification button down there too. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good evening.